My question for scientists is the following. In addition to the BRCA gene or Lynch syndrome, what do we know about other potential genetic pathways in cases of ovarian uterine cancer?
Thank you, Juliette, for your question about inherited risk for ovarian and endometrial cancer. What we've learned about more recently as we do wider genetic testing are the moderate penetrance cancer predisposition genes, which have a more modest cancer risk associated with them. So in ovarian cancer, we have BRIP1, RAD51C and D, and these are the main moderate penetrance genes that we think about. So if the general population risk of ovarian cancer is about 1.5%, and for women with a BRCA mutation, it's 20 to 40%. For women with Lynch syndrome, it's approximately 10% depending on the gene involved. For women who have a BRIP1, RAD51C or D mutation, they have more modest cancer risks than BRCA, with a risk of about 13% for BRIP1 and RAD51D, and for RAD51C it's a bit lower at about 6%. We can find out about these genes by doing multi-gene panel testing, which women are often offered at the time of their ovarian cancer diagnosis. As there's no successful screening for ovarian cancer, we recommend for women who do not have an ovarian cancer diagnosis and are identified with one of these mutations, they have a risk-reducing salpingo oophorectomy, and that is removal of the fallopian tubes and ovaries. But we do recommend this a little older than we would for a BRCA mutation situation. For the moderate penetrance genes, it's more like 45 to 50. In terms of inherited risk of endometrial cancer, Lynch syndrome is really the biggest player. As I mentioned, this is a colon and endometrial cancer syndrome. And for women with Lynch syndrome, their endometrial cancer risk may be equal or greater than that of their colon cancer risk, depending on which of the mismatch repair gene mutations they may have. The other inherited risk for endometrial cancer is a P10 mutation or Cadoo syndrome. This is an extremely rare syndrome, which also increases the risk of breast cancer. However, I just want to say that one of the biggest drivers of endometrial cancer risk in the population is obesity, and this is an important public health message that many women are not aware of. So maintaining a healthy diet and exercise, and as far as possible maintaining a healthy body mass index, is very important. Thank you very much.